Warning, the video about to see has a segment, and I think for the majority of the time, for ages 13 and up. If 12 and under, please don't watch this video. But for experience, enjoy the video. Hey guys, we're back in another video. Today, we are revisiting the Toy Story for Miss Potato Head and the NECA Halloween. You can tell from that. Laurie short action figure, or I guess Ultimate it says on there. Now, surprised not that that junk was nearly an accident, but I'll take it. And that junk, I was determined to get it. And I think I got it around the same month I actually did get the figure was actually released, like in June of this month. You know that. We can't go to that first because I reviewed this junk first. Let's see what we got. That was the thing I forgot. We got unwanted guest here. What's wrong, you two? Oh, cause she has bendy arms and you don't. Seems fair enough. Alright, get your parts together. We still got a second revisit to do. Alright, back on this junk again. Now, sad to say, I actually don't have the box. I mean, I do. I'm just lazy to get it out though. But if you would have looked back on the original video, yes, it was there. It looked completely different. And one of the biggest things that I assumed that people had when Playskool released these theories for, Toy Story 4 for Christ's sakes, is the body that they used. Now, I'm assuming since the 80s they used the exact same body that Mrs. Potato she's using right there, and was able to use for the Toy Story versions of them as well. It was kind of used for the collection, however, completely different because there's a lot more, as you could tell, kind of droopiness in between them, and also shade of different color too. And I guess since that, Playskool decided to change and I guess kind of reboot Mr. Potato as a whole, and instead giving you something like this. Move these parts side to side. Gave us body like this, which is way too different from how the Potato Heads before then looked. Because, to give you an example, here's the Toy Story version. And here's comparable between this. Now, let me just pick these parts up, this one too. Oh. Okay. So here's the potato bodies, and like I said before, they look weird side by side. I mean, this thing has a charm to it, and this does not have a charm to it. It looks weird as ever. And yeah, the original one had, from the 80 version to from before they decided to reboot the design of the potato itself, had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 holes. Then this one had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 holes. I'm assuming the reason why they added like 5 more to the slots is so they can have a lot more, versatility of how much you can transform them into become something different. Because that's what potato heads are. Literally transforming something into completely different. Like that one line dialogue in Snake and Phoenix of Verb. It's gonna be something that doesn't exist, right? And yeah. This thing has a very good skin tone. Potato skin tone, I'm assuming. It's accurate. And now it kinda doesn't. But I'm assuming that's what happened. This was, I think, a re-release of it. Not too sure. I got it around, like, I don't know how long ago. I think it was, like, 2017, I believe. I was really desperate. My original potato, it was like this. How that he was mentioning his thinking right arm, just thinking the peg to here was starting to become loose. And, yeah, at that point, he was basically nearly dead. And I was kind of using that collection potato head, non-realization, thinking on how much he would cost. So then, that was that. I didn't even get the Mrs. Potato Head, which is sad to say. And yeah, I'll get to that sometime. So we're gonna try to go through things. And also, one of the weirdest things, well, let me just put these bodies aside there, right? So how eerily similar some of these things are. Because I believe they use exactly the same sculpt. And it's kind of crazy. Here's the original from the Toy Story, and here's it for release. Yeah, I could barely even tell that these things are identical. I mean, yeah, they're identical, it's just that it's very hard to tell which one's which. I could get confused and decide to swap out which one, because that's what happened in my original review. Took out those body parts and put them in my hand, took those off there. Yeah, I knew that. Next, like I could kind of tell, because in fact they have a little smudge in them. That's good, but compared to these, whew, yeah, I can't tell. They look near identical. One thing's for given, pig. As you can tell, it's different. Last thing to know is that the hats. Yeah, they're the same. And I guess the last thing that they did decide to color up, or I guess kept the same, was the shoes. What the heck is this? Wait, literally. Why did they decide to give it the most palest color of them all, which is not even accurate to how it looks? I'm assuming that's how your Jane colors is to begin with, but even then. And this one completely just dark blue. No, just a touch of blue. I mean, yeah, compared to these, none of them are accurate at all. However, this one's kind of close, but even then, though. It just seems sort of weird for them just to do that, which I don't know why. Which, assuming that was the fattest complaint back in Toy Story 1, second when they decided to give the potato and potato head sticking separated eyes instead of just being them conjoined in between. Yeah, that was a controversy for that. So, there's that. So the only thing he comes with which is new, and also I don't get this junk, makes it look like he's even more slouched than ever before. The only new thing that this potato comes with besides that packaging and, the different realizations thinking that these are exactly the same joints as they were before, I mean, I guess parts to begin with, is the accessories for his eyes, nose, mustache, ears, and the mouth. Let me put these stuff back on here. Okay, after doing that, he's got himself a new pair of eyes, which, to be fair, do look good. They look kind of weird at first when I first got this guy in the box, but these things look a lot better than your second expensive toy. Because these things are kind of like stroopy. They're not like conjoined into one. They're not like straight above back. These things are kind of, but not really. These things are kind of like slouched, which was originally supposed to be the depressed eye frame, which I don't know how that happened. So yeah, compare these things to side by side, yeah, they're weird. The nose, mustache. These things are fatty differences as well. See, spot the difference here. This one's fat, and this one look like a snake you can use for thinking eyebrows. Let me see. Sort of, right? You can use them for bushy eyebrows. The mustache, pretty good. A lot better than thinking again, your expensive toy over here. I was kind of a little bit small once you compare these things, but I think it's good enough. Nonetheless, even though it's not color accurate to any of these things, it's sculpted pretty nicely. So move those to the side. Ears. What the heck happened to these junks? These junks way too small. Those junks are perfectly sized. That junk obviously accurate as ever, and these junks way too big. Look like that's medium size. That's small size, medium size, perfect balance, and then fat. Compared to these things, they're way too big. With these, sort of, but not really. And the main cost you're here for, a cost which I assume was the baddest thing of this toy, was the mouth. I don't get why the heck they decided to have it semi-off instead of the middle here. But to be fair, mouth is close to the movie though. I mean, it's not from the stills, but it is pretty accurate. I thought for a split second, since, it has a very long peg, like the stinking nose itself, it was bad. Also, this thing's a pain to put on for both versions. It's pain on there, and especially pain on there. So I don't know what happened there. And also, you know, since he's a potato head, you know you gotta have himself an extra accessories. It's fireworks, man. Neighbor's all cracked with them. It's not even 4th of July the time I'm recording this, and yet they still lit them up. And speaking of which, I don't know how they get them thinking legal fireworks. I mean, they probably sell those junks like Halloween, for Christ's sakes. It's like probably Halloween, for Christ's sakes. They be selling them junk on second on high shelves before even, you know, they even here. It's a bit of a pain trying to get these junks off. There we go. Trying to differentiate these things from one another is going to be a bit of pain. So, the new one, this full version came with glasses, a pair of eyes, a pair of smileys, a red nose, and then a tongue. But the original comes with glasses, eyes. This one's extra because I'm trying to make it separated, but I really can't. You can tell because of the different shine. Each. Fat nose, different mustache, and a tongue. Which one can you tell which one's different from the pot? Again, look exactly the same. You can tell because of these different numbers by the side of them. Well, I guess not. Over here. Okay then. Yeah, this one don't have number, and this one do have number. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that was that. And also, I'm gonna do a little shapeshift one. I've been trying to make a very simple movie accurate potato head. So here you go. So here it is. And this one is a very simple one, but it works really well. Something you have to do is either get yourself your Mrs. Mr. Potato Head from the 80s. Don't really swap out the arms, because, you know, those giant pigs be like... You know, they're right in your face. Basically, keep the ears, get yourself your originals, put those eyes in, get your your foot. I mean, this is about without modding them pigs, though. Get the foot, the mouth, which is kind of hard. Get the how, very hard to do with. And also the shoes as well. And you guys have a very simple one. I know it's not very, you know, like up to scale, but it's pretty reasonable enough, though. Simple as ever. You could also do that too. Let me just get these people and these potatoes back to their original form now. Also, again, for the size comparison, I guess, comparison between them. I mean, they're close enough. Well, I couldn't really tell. Is that expensive toy or that cheap toy? I don't know. I don't know who wins. I guess Benny Arms do. I love them couch potatoes just sitting in absolutely nothing. There you go. Now I got some figures to do with. Now stuff to do with. I guess I'll do the first thing. Box. As the second poster from Halloween, of course, 2018. That's the first one. That was our first, you know, identical look. And this is the one I remember seeing when I went to see the film. Completely different from how I seen it. Side again, that just as bad. On the back, yeah, this junk. This is exactly the same from the first figure said. Also, there's a lot of hair. I don't know how that happened. There you go. Pictures includes, you know, the stuff here. Open up. There's picture lit. the background as a house, which ain't bad. However, it doesn't look really well because in fact that's like gray color of sky and that's black, so I don't know, beats it. But if I get south, yeah, there's a lot of things that go, yeah, like there's a lot. So first of all, it is scaled accurate to how they are scaled. Let me just bring this one all the way over here. Yeah. As you can see, very nice. Also, this is like a semi-Halloween Kills custom. I wasn't half bad though. Let me just get them. Wasn't very off brand though. Sure, I was thinking tone this down just a tiny bit and maybe give it more black spots, but even then, I feel like I just predicted it like a year ago and sort of stuck with it. Alright, but the lighting makes it look like completely pitch black of thinking blue. It's like a navy blue, I believe, color in the movie. It makes it look like it's green here, and yeah, it's black. It's blue in the film, and the figure as well. Yeah, that's lighting for you, baby. I was at that man, I was thinking, dumb, thinking stand. Why not? Alright, accessory. Comes with a head, with 2 exchangeable heads. Gun, a rifle, wanna be looking like a hand, and a shotgun. And take over here, a knife with a little junk on it. Yeah, it broke. I didn't want to have to go to the house of just gluing it back on, you know, just thinking, whenever I was thinking it pops out, I just have to glue it back in, you know. I don't want to go to that detail. It doesn't really show off in the figure as much. You know that. A little necklace, which I do like. And actually changing the head, yeah, if you want to use the glasses head, you're gonna have to thinking hard, thinking, you know, hair. You can do whatever the heck you want with thinking this one, but this one you have to be very careful. And I don't know how this happened, but thinking the finger being rubbed on thinking I guess the reload area of it, I'm not too sure. Also like the if you can spot the difference. Which I don't really have any difference between you. And that's there. So you know that, and also this is just a part. Let's get to the poses now. Oh, I forgot articulation. So articulation. Up. A little bit. Down. Kinda. Left. Right. 60. Just to be sure. Let me fix this. Much better. Or not really though. Arms. Rotate away 106 all the way around. Go there. I'll see that. Has double jointed elbows, which is neato. Kind of looks like it's kind of a triple. Not too sure if it is though. You could also go to thinking right here. There's also a tiny bit right here as well. Since hands since they're in this kind of joint, they could go that way down, all the so all around. There's an abdomen joint, which can so all the way around. Have you gonna be jacket? Legs kick up, kick back. Have you gonna deal with the fact that the knife's on here, and also again jacket. They can also do that as well. Knees. You have one joint. You can swivel. They can also go all the way around as well. Leg. Feet. You can also do that, and move all around. And that's all articulation. Well, I'm sending me. I don't know how. I've been doing junk for nearly like 2 years now since doing ultimate figures, and yet my arm hurts and cramps about now. That makes no random sense. Although it's kind of like a pointy finger. And what the heck those for? Looks a little iffy. Don't know if I should, but oh well. Let's go poses now. Oh, there's a shotgun. Like about to kill someone. Easy behind her. Giving you the whole entire rifle wanna be looking like. I don't know if it's a rifle. I think it is. I'm not my gun type. I know that's a handgun. That's a shotgun. That's sniper wannabe. Thinking about it to end it all. And also what I was trying to do that, she wouldn't stand for like a. That's another thing as well. Some of these figures, yeah, they won't stand. Some of these, probably. And probably not all the way back there, though. So, you gotta be warned for a figure like this. You know, stuff like joints like that, you could set for done stuff junk. 100% ready now. Oh, it's about to go down. So that is it. What I think of them in general? Well, that one could be good or bad if you take out personality, thinking your shoe color is a bit different, realize you're just thinking your potato body is a bit if. And gigantic ears. What the heck happened? We're gone from thinking, again, small, to medium, to perfect, to why is it different color? Maybe some of the stuff that it comes with good, I don't know. This figure is pretty good enough, though, I'd say the most. Comes with some accessories, has some good articulation, and some pretty good poses. And I guess the main thing is, where could you find these two? Find a Target. Also got that one at Target, however, they stopped discontinuing them around 2020. I think you'll find them now in the pack with, I think, the Buzz Lightyear version of Potato at, not Disney Snow, but I think Downtown Disney, I believe so. Gonna find them as Potato Head at all. Might be coming to single collector time pretty soon. Because they nearly literally everybody using that for instead of using the original. Not that one, but the Toy Story version. Also gotta find it at Target, and yeah. So guys, think of the video. Like, check, comment, notifications on the more probably then go into notifications. I'm going to settings, notifications. YouTube should be on there. Put on personal. Oh, and I'm trying to get that mouth off of him. Try to put it on there and clean it with one of those hats. Try to get this one standing. It's a bit of a pain, but if you get to go, you can get to go. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. What's kind of funny is going to be the next video is going to be on the video that kind of struck gold on my channel. See how it's going to go later down the line. Anyways, though, bye. You guys zoom out just a tiny bit. See all the chaos that happened. There we go.